Hello, ladies. Hi. Hi to all my single girls and my married girls and my dating girls. And this is your bloggers, the married girl, Eugenia. And I'm coming with a vlog for today. And just talking about stuff, different stuff, how I do. But today, my blog is about not claiming things and not taking on things. I've been reading some articles here lately and they really resonated with me. Some articles in some other blogs, and I've been noticing some other things. And it's really resonated with something that I've been trying to do in my own life over the past few years. Is to not claim other people's baggage. And when I say that, I mean that as a black woman. As black people, we're usually grouped as one group. But not only do other people do it, we do it to ourselves. And we claim other people's stuff and we're embarrassed by other people's stuff when we really don't have to be, when it has nothing to do with us. Really, the point of all this, and the point of one of the points of my life, and the point of one of the points of me making this blog, is to let black women know, as someone that I really admire. Rosalind Hardy Holcomb once said, she's a wonderful author and a really wonderful person, is that you're enough. Black women are enough, just as you are. You don't have to jump through hoops of fire. You don't have to do anything really special. You're enough. Now, if you feel the need to want to change something about yourself or your life or who you are, or something that you don't find pretty useful about yourself, then do that. But don't feel this compelling need to become some other person just so other people can be comfortable with who you are as a black woman. We do too much changing for people, and we've been encouraged by too many people to change up. We changing up for folks at work. We're changing up for people in families. We're changing up for men. And in the interracial thing, we're changing up. When I first got introduced to BWE, Black Women's Empowerment, I thought that it was really great. A lot of it was really great, but some of it kind of bothered me, and some of it really, I read some stuff and saw some stuff, and I was thinking, Lord, I have never felt this bad about being a black woman. And I hadn't. I was really proud to be who I was. And although I know I didn't represent every other black woman, I was proud as me. And so all of a sudden, it was this feeling of, well, you can't do this, or you all are doing that, or you're doing this. And I'm thinking, how is this empowering people? This just makes people feel worse. It thought to me, it didn't inspire me, and stuff. Although I was, in many ways, the person that I was, I liked. I didn't have any problems with. And this kind of group thing that black women are low here, we're low there, we're not this, we're not that, we need to be like this woman, we need to do like this woman, we need to do this and we need to do that and stuff. And I just thought, okay, nothing about this is empowering. This to me just felt like someone lecturing me, like my mom. And listen, I already have a mom. I don't need to read somebody else's blog and feel like my mom is talking to me, and stuff. So I wanted to do something that empowered women right where they were, and stuff, and then let you make the choice of what you need to do for your life. Your life is not supposed to be like my life. This is my life. This is the way that I live. This is what I do. I give advice here or there. I tell people stuff. Some of it may work for you, some of it may not, And my advice has always been, as my mother told me once when I was little, take what you can use and throw the rest of it out, and stuff. So I kind of did that. And so really a lot of the kind of BWE supposedly thing, I just moved away from, because I didn't find it empowering. I found it people were trying to make themselves maybe feel better, feel like they were better than other people, and this was a good way to do it. Some people with some complex. So I left that alone, and I decided that I wanted to do my own blog and talk about my own things. And my stuff is general. Some of it's towards black women, some of it's just generally towards women and stuff like that. But today is really talking about black women not having to claim every bad thing there is about black women out there. There have been a ton of articles here lately about black women. We ain't this, we ain't that, we too fat, we don't want to exercise, we ain't never gonna get married, we ain't never gonna do this, we ain't never gonna do that. I mean, it's just a battering ram. And what's happening is that black women are passing those around. And I've decided, when I see that stuff, I'm not passing that around to anybody. I'm not trying to hurt anybody's self-esteem by passing that mess and that junk around, and stuff. Because a lot of it is junk to just make you feel bad about yourself, and stuff. So I'm not passing that around. I'm not, running with that bad news to tell black women, oh, well, you ain't never going to be nothing or whatever. I'm not doing that. I thought that maybe at first, it might be helpful, but then I thought this is soul snatching. This is not helpful. This is not empowering. This is not nothing. And so there's been all this news here, and black women are just claiming it like a group. We're passing it around. We're letting each other know. We're talking about it. We're doing this. We're doing that. We want to protest. We want to do it, and we're just kind of claiming it as a group. And it's like, if that's not you, why would you claim it? If that's not who you are, why would you claim it? I think some of this stuff is kind of like a self-fulfilling prophecy. Every time we claim something, then the more we become of it. Every time we decide we want to protest something, the more that we become of it. There was this big kind of protest going on about basketball wives not too long ago. And people want to take basketball wives off and all that stuff, because of fighting this and that. And I was just like, that's great. And I don't really, I'm not really mad at somebody for protesting basketball wives. It's a little crazy, some of these shows with women and the grown women fighting in the fisticuffs is just a little bit too much for me. But I just thought to myself, why would I protest something like that when that don't have nothing to do with who I am? Why am I claiming it up? Why am I saying that somehow these women represent me? Sometimes I really believe it's best to just kind of ignore some foolishness and craziness. I watched this show on CMT. Well, not really watched it, but they had a commercial for a show called Redneck Vacation, where these rednecks from somewhere down south were going to London on vacation. And I thought to myself, this show really is a bad kind of representation, or it's not a good representation of, kind of white people. But you don't see white people going into a big protest about it or trying to take it off the TV or whatever. White people just kind of ignore those people. It's just like they just throw those people over to the side, and it's like, okay, whatever. We're not even going to acknowledge these people. And for some reason, as black people, we decide we want to acknowledge folks or do all this acknowledgement of people and their mess and their craziness and all that kind of stuff. And yeah, that's got to stop. I'm not claiming up people's craziness. I'm not claiming up people's foolishness. Maybe a year ago, I was standing in the DSW shoe store buying shoes, and there was their end came. Folks were in that store, and that store is pretty big. And I'm standing there looking at shoes, and there was a black man and a black woman in there, and I guess they were friends and stuff, and he must have stolen something. And then the manager came up and confronted him about it, and then he went into this big spiel and started cussing and hollering and going all crazy because he had gotten caught stealing and stuff, and so he's standing there kind of doing the big thing, and I'm just kind of standing back there, and most people in the store are kind of looking up towards there, looking at it. And I thought to myself, maybe a few years back, I would have been really embarrassed by that. That would have embarrassed me because I'm thinking, oh my God, these black people are in here acting really crazy. But then I thought, you know what? What do it matter? It's not me. I'm not stealing anything. I'm not doing anything. So why would I be embarrassed just because we share the same skin color? We don't have anything to do with each other. I don't know him. He don't know me. and stuff. And so I went up to the front to buy the shoes, and the chick behind the counter was like, "Oh, I'm just so sorry," and all that stuff. I was like, "Oh, well, it's no big deal. Oh, people got issues and stuff." And I went on my merry way and stuff. I have stopped claiming other people's junk. I have stopped claiming other black folks' stuff. I am not this person. This person is not me. We do not represent each other. Okay? I'm not going to acknowledge this person as a me. I'm not going to be embarrassed for this person. If people do good things, if black people do good things, I can't take credit for them. Why would I feel the need to take credit or embarrassment for black people that do bad things? That has nothing to do with me. If it's something that doesn't have anything to do with me or is not something that I feel strongly about, I'm not claiming it up. I'm not doing it. I'm not, all the stuff. We want to do an image on TV. We want to do, all this stuff. Listen, it don't matter. You could have every black woman in America could be June Cleaver, pretty much, and you would still have people have issues with black women. Okay, so why not just be yourself and represent yourself? Okay, why not just represent who you are and what you stand for, and not worry about everything that everybody else is doing? I just don't have that kind of time. First of all, I don't have that kind of time or energy to worry about what somebody may be doing that may make me look bad or may make. What do I care? I got other stuff to do. I have really important stuff. I have my life and my health to think about. My family, that sort of stuff. This stuff is kind of non-consequential to who I am. Okay, and people could do whatever they want. And if people just think, oh, you need to be involved, I don't need to be involved in anything I don't want to be involved in. If it's important to me, then I'll be involved in it. But I am not claiming up people's craziness or foolishness anymore. I'm not going to be embarrassed by it. I'm not going to hang my head low. I'm not going to act like it represents me. I'm not going to talk about it. I'm not going to pass it on to other black women that I know. I'm not doing it. I'm out. I am out of it. I'm taking myself out of the game. Which, you know what? You can do. You can take yourself out of it. And you know what? Taking myself out of it has given me peace of mind. Somebody asked me not too long ago, well, when you want to know if white people don't like you or they're racist towards you, why would I want to know that? That's not my problem. That's their problem. Why would I care? That's not my issue. That's their issue. No, I don't want to know. I could care less. It has nothing to do with me. That's them, not me. And so if other people got issues, that's their issue. It has nothing to do with me. They should take care of it personally. That's just my 2 cents on the thing. And so I'll see you guys later. Bye.